Warning. Tomb of Annihilation spoilers ahead. Captured! Nala the druid, Barakas the rogue, Xaeli the ranger, and Torrin the paladin are gearless, locked in a Yuan-ti prison cell under a palace in Omu. Hey captors, you got any roast chicken? Quiet, slave.
Man, you should really get your accent checked out.
The jailer is having none of these guys' sass, but stalks off. The party is in a pit with bars over the top, and the stench of sweat fills the air. A few other slaves cower in the corner of the cell, eager to not get acquainted with the newcomers. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. So, where the f is Selida? Yeah, no kidding. I'd love to find her, Zone of Truth her, and find out what she was up to. So Torrin is saying Selena is why we are captured? We don't know. She may have seen the snakes and run, but it's not a good look.
I knew we should have done something about her before now.
The players are roughly hauled out of the pit, chained together, and marched deeper into the palace. It's a shame their heads were covered with bags, though they could have gotten a feel for their surrounding. The bags are removed, and the players find themselves in a room that has 4 pillars supporting a vaulted ceiling. Steps ascend to an iron throne carved into the likeness of a hydra with a bandaged figure sitting painfully upright on it. Behind them, there is a small alcove with a stone disc set into the floor. Purple arcane runes glowing softly. Hey, Mr. Snake Guy. Have you seen Selena? Quiet, slime. You stand in the presence of Ras Nsi. Show some respect. Barakas hasn't gotten a break in 10 hours. This is about as respectful as we get. Take it or leave it. Ras Nsi is easily mistaken for an undead Yuan-ti because of the bandages and decaying flesh covering his body. So tell me, what are adventurers such as yourselves doing in the Forbidden City? Treasure hunting? Or has something else brought you here?
We were following a gem shipment down south after we ran into some miners up north. Literally nothing to see here.
Oh, these gems? Ras Nsi points to the side of the throne room, and sure enough, there is a cart laden with a lot of precious gems. Now that you mention it, probably. But really, why come all the way south for just a few gems? The jungle is dangerous. Overrun with undead. Surely there is another motive.
Nope.
Not really. We're after an artifact named the Soulmonger that kills people who should have been brought back from the dead and keeps the dead from returning.
Nice job, Torrin. Way to give it all away.
Yeah, that really wasn't your best move. Curious. Do you have an idea where this artifact might be, Paladin? Allegedly, it's in the Tomb of the Nine Gods. Ras Nsi's face contorts behind his bandages. The Yuan-ti have a secret agreement with Acererak to protect the Tomb of the Nine Gods and keep adventurers out. Or kill them. Acererak doesn't really care. But now Ras Nsi's agreement comes into direct conflict with the one thing he truly cares about, staying alive. It seems like we both might benefit from an alliance. I'll help you into the tomb, and you'll take care of the artifact. We'll both go our separate ways after. Deal? Suspicious duck!
I mean, I guess.
We don't really have a better offer. Excellent! I've collected a few of the puzzle cubes you'll need to access the tomb, but a few are unaccounted for. Bring their gear. You can put it on here, but we are going to blindfold you on your way out of the palace.
Is that really necessary?
Yes. Not like we want to come back. Fine. Barakas missed his infected arrows.
Is there anything else you can do to help us?
No, I'm afraid not. Be gone with haste. The players are roughly escorted out of the temple, but are unharmed. Zandala, Orvex, and Boblia are also brought out. Outside the palace gates, Nala is fuming over the slaves. So, we still don't have Selida.
Oh no.
They're just jealous that Barakas has skin, not scales. That's an interesting stance to take. I'm gonna try and scry Selida using her oregano. We can confront her then. Nala's scrying is successful, and she's granted a vision of Selida walking towards Ras Nsi inside the same throne room. Selida bows, and it's now very apparent that Selida is actually a Yuan-ti herself. That pure-blood traitor.
Well, it was a long journey with those holes, but they're probably your best hope of getting cured.
Are you sure? They don't seem that competent, especially the talkative one.
What the talkative one lacks in intelligence, he makes up for in cannibalism.
I guess we all have our own strengths. How easy do you think it will be to kill them when they come out? If they come out at all.
They destroyed the dragon in Wormheart Mine. You'll want to bolster palace patrols to make sure they don't come looking for you.
That sounds against our favor. I will monitor their progress, and when they get the last few cubes, we'll see whether or not they'll have the strength or will to survive.
Is there anything you'd like me to do before I head back north?
No. You have done well, Selida. Thank you for your service. Nala quietly releases the spell. Other than the sounds of the waterfall and occasional bird, it is deadly quiet. I called it. Get a load of this. Nala retells the story, sparing no detail.
Now that that's done, can we go back inside and murder him? Who even carries oregano with him if they're a guide?
Maybe to season people with.
Barakas usually doesn't season them.
Let's just sneak back in and murder him. I was all for the Alliance when it was a combination of separate interests, but if he's going to kill us, I'm out.
Didn't the Afridi warn us not to trust the snake people?
He did indeed.
Who?
The Afriti! Trust not the snakes that dwell outside the tomb. They seek only to hasten your doom.
Murder? Murder? Murder?
Murder. Wow. Usually you're not ready to just start killing, Torrin. Circumstances.
Barakas will finally be fed on a feast of roast chicken.
We need to go now. No point in waiting for them to get stronger by the time we leave the tomb. Zandala, are you in?
Open the door.
Oh, and then we'll let Barakas eat Salida alive.
I'm gonna bring this stupid place to the ground. The Yuan-ti of Omu are going to get a nasty surprise. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. I'll see you all next time.